Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome to Bourbon Neophyte. Glad to be back after taking last weekend off. Did a little trip just to visit with the family and do a little hunting while I was in Arizona. Was a nice trip. Really was. Enjoyed being there. It was just nice to get away for a weekend. And when I returned home, uh, JD Bourbon Approach had dropped off a package to me that he picked up for me over in Lithuania. So I was pretty excited to get this bottle because he told me how good it was. And a few other people had mentioned it and that they thought that it was a pretty darn good bottle. So I was pretty excited to go ahead and get that bottle. And I'm like, well, uh, I was really looking forward to it. And then after talking to Sugar Kitty over the weekend about this thing and what his experiences were, I thought, man, this sounds like a pretty darn good bottle to have. So that being said, uh, I'm looking forward to having a few more sips out of it and then chatting with you all about it here just a little bit. But let's just get some little housekeeping things taken care of. Prescription Bourbon, cheers, man. Always great to have you here. Brian, thanks for popping over. Tater Dom, cheers, brother. Thank you for coming in here too. Mark, always nice seeing you. It was great talking to you earlier on Livewire. It's always good to catch up for a few minutes and see everybody because I don't always get to make the rounds. Big Vic, cheers, man. Matt, I figured you'd pop in sooner or later. Troy, cheers, man. Thanks for popping in there and really appreciate it. Those of you that are just sitting there lurking in the background, do me a favor, smash that like button, help support the channel. Also, if you are new here, please go ahead, once you hit that like button, go ahead and subscribe and make sure you click on that bell so you get notifications that when I go live, you can pop on and see what we have to talk about this evening. So with that being said, this evening, I'll show you what I'm talking about. It's Glencadam 10. I don't know if any of you have seen this. I haven't. I've known about it. I just have not been able to come up with a bottle of it around here. So I'm like, well, he had an opportunity to get it for me while he was in Lithuania. And I said, yeah, if you want to bring it all the way back over here, I would appreciate it. So he did and dropped it off here last week at my house. It's a 700 milliliter bottle, but that's okay. And there is some writing on the side there. There's a sticker, it might not, there you can see it a little bit there. Yeah, don't ask me what it says. I couldn't tell you. But I don't know if anybody here has had or tasted any Glencadam. You may have some on your shelf. I don't know. But I'm pretty excited about this thing. And I'll read a little bit to you on what's what here, just so you guys know, because I too had to look up some of the stuff because I just was not particularly familiar with this expression. But the biggest thing about this is where they get their water from. They've had rights to certain springs since this distillery has been producing, and it's been producing since 1825. So they've been around for quite some time. And they have 2 pot stills running since they have been open. But an unusual feature about the stills that Glencadam uses is the still is that they have lye pipes, and the lye pipes run upwards at a 15-degree angle rather than downwards like you would think. The belief is that this helps to produce a particular delicate and mellow spirit, which after maturation yields sweet and fruity notes in the final product. The expression has been bottled at 46% ABV to retain the whiskey's unique and natural characteristics and taste. Non-chill filtered ensures that the aromatic components of this whiskey are preserved to enhance the presence and flavor. No color added to this single malt scotch so that it is its true color. Let me just pull this out of the, let me pull this out of here so you guys can see. It is a pretty nice golden straw color. If you can see, yes, there is some missing out of the bottle because you guys know I'm just not going to leave it sit in this bottle. But it is a nice color to it, nice straw color. So just as it came out of the cask, so no color added, nothing to it, non-chill filtered. Like I said, 46% ABV. So as far as I'm concerned, when we're talking about Scotch, non-chill filtered, no color added, 46% ABV, I call that the Holy Grail. That is what we're looking for. Let me pour a little bit here in the glass. Yes, it is a whiskey encore glass that I am using tonight for this. But yes, we're going to make sure we pour some in there. Put this lid, put the cork back in it. Let me put the Glen cap back on it here for a minute and kind of leave it sit there. Saw a couple other people pop in here. Let me just catch up here real quick. Just want to say cheers, Adam. Thanks for popping in. I know you guys have got it going on over there and get pretty busy, so appreciate it. Mr. Taylor, cheers, man. Really appreciate you coming over here. Isaiah, cheers, man. Thank you. Thank you. Mark, always a pleasure to have you on. Always a pleasure. Truthfully is. And Mr. Morgan, cheers, brother. Andrew, cheers, man. Hope you're having a great evening. Really appreciate that. Yes, it is. That's one thing about that bottle. I popped that cork a couple of times on there, and it was pretty darn good. I actually popped it on Scotch Down Under on Saturday, and man, that thing was like pop. I mean, it was like, it was good. It was good. It was one of the better cork pops that I have had for quite some time. Cheers, Dan. Thanks for popping in there. But really, I do appreciate that you're coming over here. Let me just take care of one thing here real quick while I am here. Let me see if this is going to work. It was being a little persnippety. Boom, there it is. All right, let's just, now, come on. Let's see if it works. Bingo. There we go. All right, that is taken care of. So now that I have that taken care of, that is perfect. So I don't know if any of you have had any of this or not, but it would be, in my opinion, worth you adding it to your collection as far as I am concerned. Here we go. So now that it gets to sit here a little bit, definitely, you know, it's a single malt scotch on the nose because you're definitely going to get that maltiness. Definitely fruit forward, strong fruit without a doubt. Matter of fact, very fruit forward. And it's almost reminiscent to me of Orchard House, because Orchard House really comes off strong to me with the fruit, and apples abound on here. Truthfully, apples is unbelievable. There's a good citrus note too, and that's what I find interesting. I don't always get a lot of citrus on the nose. I'll get like a fruit like an apple or sometimes even melons um, on a scotch. Citrus, sometimes I have to search for. Definitely baking spice and almost like there is a sweetness to it, and it's the malt bread type sweetness, but almost like a vanilla custard. I think that I think that's what I'll go with. Vanilla custard. Um, yeah, I'll go with that on the nose. Almost like a vanilla custard. Really, really nice on there. And yeah, yeah, definitely a vanilla custard. I'm really getting it now on the nose where I haven't I wasn't getting that before. So, but anyway, uh, I like it. I think it's really good. Let's try this here on the palate and see what we got. And like I said, I don't know if any of you have had anything from them yet, but what I have had so far has been, I'm not gonna lie, has been pretty impressive for a 10-year-old Scotch, without a doubt. So here we go. Let's give this thing a little sip here. Mm, wow. Definitely bright, crisp, some kind of like grassy hay notes without a doubt. Definitely fruit on there. A little lemon, maybe lemon zest. Let me take another sip there. There's something else in there I'm trying to put my finger on. And I've actually been trying to figure that out because I've had a dram of this earlier and I wasn't quite sure what it was. That anyway, it's just something different here. Hold on. Let me see here what we got. Like a definitely apple, but almost with like a green apple, very crisp, a little tartness. So maybe that's where that like lemon zest or zestiness, like a fruit type zest, is coming from on this. But it's really, really good. Oh, 4 leaf whiskey. Cheers, Stacy. As you know, I did watch your stream earlier with Mike and Shayla. I thought that was a great little flight that you sent them, and great stream as always. And if any of you don't know who 4 Leaf Whiskey is, and if you're into Irish, you have to go over and check out her channel. And if you're not subbed, get over there and sub to 4 Leaf Whiskey because when it comes to Irish, I don't think there's anybody I know that knows more. So go over there and check out Stacy. I'm sure he did. Cheers, Mike. But yeah, the vanilla note on the palate comes back to me on the finish. And I was just trying to search for that one note, but I just can't quite put my finger on it. But on the finish, on the retrohale, the definitely getting the fruit, vanilla, sweetness with that baking. Let me see if I can spit it out. Baking spice is really good on this. I can only imagine what this is going to be like because I definitely have it down uh, past the shoulder. So it's definitely something that I'm going to be looking forward to going back to in about a week to maybe 14 days just to see how a little time in the bottle and some air does to it. But the neck pour, I was pretty impressed with when I took a sip of it on Saturday, and then I had another one today before this, and searching for some of these notes and stuff that I get in it. But um, I really like the nose. So the fruit is just spot on this, along with the vanilla. There's baking spice that I get on the nose. Oh, maybe it's nutmeg, because it's not something that I often use, in anything. I know in the holidays they'll put it a lot into coffees and stuff like that for drinks, and it's like, I don't care about that. Hey, Nick, cheers, man. Thanks for popping in. Appreciate it. Really do. But maybe maybe that is that little something that I can't put my finger on, but I'm going to say it's nutmeg. But anyway, um, really do enjoy this. Really love the fruitiness, the layers to this on the palate, and the zest just comes just right uh, through the finish with that with the fruits, the vanilla that comes out on there, and that sweet just kind of lingers on the palate. I would definitely say that this is a buy, and I definitely will tell you to find this thing if you can, and add it to your collection, add it to your bar, put it on your shelf, whatever. I honestly cannot give you a price on this because um, what I paid there might be different than here, but I paid probably between 25 and $30 for this bottle from Lithuania. So I got it at a darn good price. I think I've seen it here. When I say it here, when you Google it, for in the $50 price range. So I don't think it's for $50. I'll be honest with you. I think it's a pretty darn good 10-year-old single malt Highland Scotch, and it is not peated. Just so you guys know, it is not peated at all. But I'm I'm interested now because I talked about the Orchard House. Mm. And that's really good, but I have got to reach for this compass box. Now we all know that this is a blended Scotch, but the fruit on this was amazing, and so well, it helps if I get another glass too. Let me reach over here. There we go. Oh, I did have two more over there. The tube was blocking it, but let me pour a little of this. 34 in the UK, James. Okay, not bad then. I'm sure there are some people who have got some connections there or do some ordering from companies over there in the UK. I would tell you add this to your order if you do buy stuff from overseas, particularly the UK. Add this to it because, as you know, the more you order, the less your shipping is. But if it's $35, I would definitely buy it. And if I found it here in Vegas for $35, $40, I would back this up for sure. At Glencadam, I would definitely back up. So let me pour just a little bit of this in here. Put the cork back on because I just kind of want to do a little comparison with the flavors from the compass box. Whoops, come on, focus. So here we go. On the compass box, and then go back to Here we go. Now we're cooking, getting off me. The Glencadam. Let me just set this here because there we go. See, not quite. How do I say this? The maltiness comes through a little more on the Glencadam than the Compass Box Orchard House. However, this is the Glencadam. Yeah. Getting very close as far as nosing, but the Glencadam 10-year-old just is a little maltier, if that would make sense to you. The malt really, really kind of pops a little more on that than the Orchard House. However, very, very close. Let me put a cap on this a minute here. And let me put a cap on the compass box. And let me take a sip of water. Hey, Bourbon. Hey, I hope everyone caught Ben's stellar performance on Matt Madness. Like he says, he may not have won, but he had a good time. And I popped on his stream just to congratulate him because I will say this, he got picked. He stood his ground. He did his thing in his fine, fine style and fashion. And, he played the game. And as far as I'm concerned, he was a winner. He got picked to be on Matt Madness. He competed in Matt Madness. He was on Matt Madness. It was his face that was there. And I think he did an excellent job there. And I said it too, is I also think that Matt does a great job in putting that on, because any of us that have a channel know what it is just to do what we do. And at the level we do it, but then to jump it up to the level that ADHD whiskey does, Matt, it's something. And I think Ben did a great job on it, and I'm proud of him just because he was on it. I mean, I give him a thumbs up and a kudos. And like I said, I popped on his stream the other night as I was grilling stuff out here, but I had to come on just to congratulate him and just let him know that I think he did a great job without a doubt. And if you haven't caught it all, or you haven't caught it yet, go back and check out ADHD Whiskey's Matt Madness from Friday night. It's worth it. Yeah, it's worth it. Pour yourself a drop and just sit back there and watch the fun. He might. Should he say cinema? Yeah. Well, with that, I don't remember what was it, a shirt or a jacket? He had some bling. I mean, he had some fashion. Let me tell you, he was Mr. Showman. That's for darn sure. All right, let's get back to this. Here is the compass box in this hand right here. Yeah, not near as bold and fruity as the Glencadam, but that's okay. That's okay. Let's see here. Forgot. Slight peat on the compass box. It's not strong or anything like that, but there is just a hint peat on there. And as soon as I don't usually get it on the nose because it's so slight, but as soon as it hit the palate, I went, oh, peat. But it's gone. I mean, on the retro hail, you'll get a little bit of peat on that compass box on the Orchard House, you know. But it is definitely fragrant. It is definitely sweet. Let me just go back to the Glencadam here. Yeah, the fruit is so much just that extra kick up versus the compass box. They're both extremely fruity on the nose. They're both extremely sweet on the palate, but the Glencadam is just that notch up. And I will say this: compass box is about $52, $55. If you can find the Glencadam here for that or less, which you probably could find it for a little bit less, you know, you just have to look around. I don't know what it will be in your area. Right now, I would tell you definitely pick up that Glencadam over the compass box. However, at some point, you know, I'll be honest with you, you might as well pick up the compass box because I think it's an exceptional bottle for the price also. So that Orchard House compass box is really good for the price. Like I said, at $50, $55, depending. It's definitely worth, again, 46 ABV on that Orchard House, and non-chill filtered, and also no color added. So for a blend, it's really good blended whiskey. That's for sure. The vanilla is so much more forward on this Glencadam. I mean, nothing wrong with the compass box, don't get me wrong, but when you start comparing and contrasting the two, particularly side by side, on the nose, they can be very, very, very similar. But as soon as you get them on the palate, boom, there is definite separation, because one has that little wisp of peat smoke on the palate. Glencadam does not. And I'm still just getting just ever so slight peat on the palate from that compass box. But I like peat, so it's not anything that I find off-putting, nor is it overpowering the other dram. So that's a plus. So this is the compass box. Yeah, just that little bit of peat is coming through on there, which is, like I said, which is fine, but sweet, fruity. I don't get that citrus zest that I said that I don't often get, but I got it on the Glencadam. And then the nutmeg note that I said I think is what it is on the Glencadam, because it's something I don't generally put on anything. And like I said, at the holidays like Christmas, I know it abounds on different things. So that's about the only time I may experience it, because it's not something that I reach in my cupboard for and put on anything, particularly to flavor up a coffee or something like that. But anyway, you know, as far as one or the other, if I had my druthers, I do like peat, and I think this is great because it's just a very, very light hint of it in the compass box, the Orchard House. But if I am choosing, and I did not know, I'm going to say I would probably venture into picking right off the bat as my first choice, but it would be very, very close. That Glencadam 10, I really, really just like. it's hard because I really do like peat also, but there's just something about that Glencadam that just gives it that little bit more. Maybe it's the vanilla sweetness it lingers on the palate as you take that sip of the Glencadam and just kind of leave it there in your mouth a minute to just really absorb the flavors, the viscosity that's there, how clean and crisp that Glencadam is, and not saying that Compass Box is not. Don't get me wrong. It is every bit as good as, but at this particular point in time, my palate is really liking the Glencadam and what it has to offer. And then tomorrow, as you know, as we all know, that certainly could change. It could definitely come into a second, and the Compass Box, takes the lead. Every day is different. But right now, I really, really am liking the flavors on that Glencadam without a doubt. And the Compass Box, to be fair, has been open for some time. And so it has had a chance to open up a bit. Not saying that caused any ill effects, let's say. But I am really looking forward to going back to this Glencadam in about 2 weeks to see what happens to it over that time, as it's got some air in there, it gets some oxidation going in there to see if it brings anything else out in this particular bottle. So, yeah, I'm extremely, extremely happy with that. That is for sure. I have not. I have not seen that at all. A 3-cast profile will show a good time. Ex-bourbon and sherry. Do you know, in that sherry finish, are they Oloroso? Are they PX sherry? Are they hogsheads? I'm sure on the ex-bourbon, are they first fill, whatever. But anyway, I'm more interested about the sherry because depending upon if it's Oloroso or PX, as in the Pedro Jimenez, you're going to get a nice, on the Pedro Jimenez, a richer, a more flavorful sherry in there versus Oloroso. And then are they using, like I said, the heads, or are they using the whole barrel, or what, when they are finishing it? But it's okay. I'm just being specific because I do like sherry finishes on particularly scotches or bourbons. Some of them, they're just fantastic. Still real good. But that peat comes back on that Compass Box. That's what I actually forgot, is that it has peat on it. Speaking of Pete, he isn't Pete, but it's T-Rob. What's up, man? How are you?
How you doing, man?
So far, so good. I just finished this little bit here on the Glencadam, and I'm like,
how was it?
Wow, it was pretty darn good.
There you go. I'm a big Highlands guy, so I'm glad you like that.
Well, you know what? JD Bourbon Approach picked it up for me.
Right.
And talking to Sugar Kitty and stuff, they said, "Oh, it'd be great, it'd be great." Yeah. So I'm really happy I got it.
Good deal.
Especially at the money.
Right.
Between $25 and $30, you just can't go wrong. And it's really good. I will give you that. It's really good. Let's see here. Oloroso. Okay. Okay, James. That's fine. Because Oloroso can be very ambiguous as far as
Right.
uh, what it is. Is it staves or whatever? But anyway, it's Oloroso. Well, I'm gonna have to look for that particular one. That's for sure.
What are we drinking, Anthony?
Scotch,
I know,
Glencadam.
like Highland, Lowland.
Oh, Highland.
Do I have a Highland? Do you know what I have? Do I have a Highland?
Yeah. See, he's got a Highland.
Got a Highland.
Glendronach? Is that Highland?
Glendronach, is that Highland?
I believe
I actually have
is.
Glendronach. I just haven't popped it. Let me just take a see here.
I'm going to for St. Patrick's Day a wee Glen.
Ugh. My arms aren't long enough sometimes.
Yeah, Glenmorangie a Highland.
Yes, it is.
It says that on the
Yes,
label.
it is. But Glendronach is a Highland,
Yep,
if that's what you were asking, Mike.
it is.
Okay. But anyway, Dano, cheers, man. Thanks for
Dano.
popping over.
Ooh, the Glenmorangie La Santa. Ooh, that's so good.
Oh, the La Santa.
I got to get one of those.
It's very good.
Yeah.
That
have
is
the
a
Tale of
great.
Winter.
The Tale of Winter. All right.
Yeah.
Or
Ooh.
Oh, that's the. Hold on.
I'm
Hold
drinking this
on.
one just so you know. It's not even a choice.
Let me see that. Yeah, put
Yeah.
that one back.
Show the bottom a little closer.
Yeah, that's what we want to see.
A little more.
The Sauternes. That's
Oh,
what
yeah,
I
the
thought.
Sauterne. Yeah.
That's what I thought that was.
There
That's
you go.
now
The
see,
nectar.
I haven't tried the Sauternes finish. Now see, that's something because the Tale of Winter wasn't one of the best ones they put out. The Tale of Cake that came before the Tale of Winter, that was an absolute delicious drop. Tale of Winter is good, or Tale of Winter was good,
Yeah.
but unfortunately, it just didn't have the pop that Tale of Cake and the Forest has. But because it's still on the shelf right now.
What's the new one? What's the new
The
one?
Forest,
Anthony?
Tale of Forest.
Forest. Yeah, that one's supposed to be really good. I haven't gotten that one yet.
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah, that's it. I saw it
That's
the other
an
day
awesome
at Costco.
box.
Yeah, you should be able to get it at Costco for about $89,
Cool.
$100, somewhere in there. But the Tale of the Forest
Yeah.
it's very unique. I did the review on this. It's very, very unique as far as the flavors, because when I say pine needles,
Whoa.
moss, I know it's just not something that
That sounds like
anybody
a weird
that drinks
rye.
Scotch
Yeah.
would expect. But imagine just walking through the woods at your house, T-Rob, after it rained, and that smell.
Yeah.
It's in here.
Wow. That's
Okay.
awesome.
Yeah, exactly. It
That's
is
awesome.
in here. And that's what I tell people. This is the most unique and different Scotch I have had and tasted and reviewed, period.
Wow.
And I liked it so much, the backup is sitting there.
There
I
you
got
go.
a backup.
There you go.
Yeah, it is really unique.
Yeah, I've heard that
And-
one is better than. That one is.
That's this year's. Well,
Yeah, this year's. Yeah. I've heard this year's really good.
It's I don't know how to say it. It's very unique. It's very different.
Yeah.
It's single malt Scotch. You'll get that note, but that other stuff that's in there, eucalyptus, the pine needles, that mossy, grassy,
herbal. Yeah.
Yes, very herbal, very herbal. I don't know what else to say about it, but it is good. I didn't think I would like it.
You know what I miss about California is the eucalyptus smell in the spring. When you get the eucalyptus trees and the smell you get in the like winter and spring, you don't get like it's a ridiculous smell. It's a musty something. We like Colorado, we don't get that. We get like flower smells in like April and May, when everything's blooming and stuff like that. But you get like non-blooming smells in Southern California you just don't get here. That eucalyptus trees, they just have this
they definitely have an aroma.
Yeah, that aroma. Yeah, aroma, that's a better way.
There we go.
Odor sounds terrible. Aroma sounds good.
It does, but we all knew what you were talking about.
There you go.
Yeah.
But
I've only got one other Scotch, and it happens to be a Highland. And I'm going to pour a little bit of it. And I got this because John Cran's vouched for it. And it's the Deanston.
Oh, yeah. Is that the Bordeaux?
Wine. Yeah,
9 year,
Yeah. As soon as I saw the top of that, I was thinking that. And then once you put it up, I knew I recognized it.
This is one of the wildest whiskeys I've ever had.
Isn't it different? And especially that wine, that influence,
wine finish,
but it's not as forward as
it's not overpowering. Yeah.
Correct.
But it adds, it adds such a depth to it.
And if you wouldn't think the two would work.
Right. Exactly.
Just like when I heard everything that I heard about Tale of the Forest, and I was reading that bottle and people were telling me about, pine needles, eucalyptus, herbal. Yeah. I'm like, what the heck were you thinking?
Yeah.
Okay. But
once you experience it. Yeah.
Yes. And then let it open up for about 2 weeks.
There you go.
Get 2 good pours out of that bottle. Get some air in there. And then just cork it, shove it to the back.
Absolutely.
Wow. Yep. And then bing, 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 bing. It just stops. It just starts to pop. And it is one of the most unique and different whiskeys I can say I have, just because of the flavors that in it. I mean, you're all over. That needle's going from the left side to the right side to the left side. I mean, it's just different and very, very, very well worth it. I mean, and the artwork is nice on the box.
Oh, that is a beautiful box. I mean, good.
Yeah, I forget. Oh my God, I forget.
That looks like something out of the late 60s, early 70s.
For the record, Scotch knows how to present whiskey.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I forget who this artist is. I know her name is on here somewhere.
Right.
But she did another one.
Yeah.
And I think it was on the 18 year. I think it was the 18-year Glenmorangie.
Right.
But that being said, that's what first brought my attention to this box, because I remembered that similar artwork design that's on this was on the box, and it just drew me to it like a moth to a flame.
There you go.
So when I saw this, it started to go. But anyway, it's just a very, very unique and different, very unique and very different Scotch.
Holy shit.
Mark, what's up? Matt?
What's up? What's up?
Mark, that is one sexy shirt.
I'm telling you what.
You like this whole thing?
That old rag?
I flipped my hair. I don't know if you noticed, but thank you.
Yeah, I saw it. I caught it. Yeah, I caught it.
Mm-hmm.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Now,
Cheers.
Anthony, don't get mad at me, but I looked around before I jumped on. I was editing a video. This is the only Scotch I have.
That's not Scotch.
Yeah, I know. And you know what? I didn't even buy
Yes,
it.
it is.
It was given to me,
It's a Scotch
Well-
blend. It's fine.
and I haven't even tried it yet.
Well,
It's peated,
sorry.
right? It's a peated Scotch.
I have mixed feelings about that Scotch.
well, let me just say this. Let me say this.
I mean, it's
Believe
not the
it or
best
not.
representation necessarily, but it's Scotch.
You go back 50 years on Johnny Walker Red,
Yeah.
and you were at the top of the world.
Right.
Honestly, Johnny Walker Red was it. It's just for some reason what it is now and what it was then.
Two totally different things.
It just isn't. And
But
wow.
it smells like there's moss growing on a tire.
Yeah,
That's the good stuff.
probably is.
Yeah,
Look at this.
it's not the
Bad
best
Axe
representation.
bourbon.
And the black is just add that and some charcoal.
Yeah. I don't know what they were thinking on Johnny Walker Black. And for the money, it's
Oh
like,
my gosh, yeah.
yeah, it's just not there.
We
Cheers,
went to
Bobby,
Puerto-
man. Always
Yeah, man.
great
Cheers,
to see
Bobby.
you.
We went to Puerto Rico a few years ago, and we had some bottles in our room, and one of them was Johnny Walker Black, and I'm like, I've never had this. Let me try it, and it was so smoky, charcoal, bitter. Just
It's like, what were they thinking? Yeah.
yeah. I'm like, what did they do? You know?
I love you, Bobby. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
And you know what's funny though, Bobby, is people keep telling me I have got to try that monkey shoulder. And I just don't know why. You know, why? Why
Right,
would
right.
anybody want to try monkey shoulder?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know either. That's what I'm saying. There he
Yeah, it's
is.
not my jam.
The oh no, that won't be your jam.
No.
I thought I saw JD popping in there because I kept
There you
seeing
go.
his name pop up, and I go,
Yeah.
where is he? So he is the man that made sure I had this. So
Mark,
when he came,
why don't I send you a blind?
Okay.
he doesn't have to
So
be
you
blind.
and-
You can put the names on it.
Yeah, you and Adam can try Scotch.
Oh, that'd be
And-
hilarious.
Yeah, I'll find something that you two like.
Dude,
Right,
that
I'm-
decent cast drink's got a little kick to it.
I'm gonna move on to this one. This Troy man gave me a Penelope toasted barrel strength
Ooh.
pick.
Well, that's going to
There
be
you go.
way better than what you just had in your glass. With that.
Exactly.
Well, I freaking hope so.
So hear this: Monkey Shoulder is way better than Johnny Walker Red. Well,
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
mhm.
Now you know the rest of the story.
It's not a very high bar.
No, but you know,
But for what
you
that is,
heard it from
good.
Prescription Bourbon.
Now,
So
Johnny
it's got to
Walker
be true.
Blue. Johnny Walker Blue is a little different story.
So another one that now I have Johnny Walker. I
Right.
have Johnny Walker.
Do you like American single malts, Mark?
I've tried a few of them that I like. Yeah, they're hit or miss with me.
Right.
So you prefer bourbon or
Oh,
rye? Yeah.
Bourbon,
Oh, yeah.
American whiskey or bourbon, and there's a few ryes that I've really gotten into.
Right.
But I was just editing some videos. I just did a Driftless Glen barrel pick from Bourbon Pursuit review, and this Four Roses barrel strength from Bourbon Baller.
Oh, yeah.
And those were both
Oh,
great.
dude.
Was that
Bourbon
Driftless
Baller.
Glen? Was that a bourbon or a rye?
Bourbon
The
Baller does some good
Driftless
shit.
Glen?
Yeah.
That's bourbon.
Those are so good, man. Those
Yeah.
picks are so good.
Dude,
Yeah, they
those
are.
freaking Four Roses picks, it doesn't matter if it's the 100 proof or the barrel proof. Those are fucking good.
Oh, yes. I agree 100%.
If you ever see one, just buy it.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right, Bobby.
The wrong part of the monkey.
The wrong part. So now James Morgan is spot on.
Yeah.
So get this, and let me
Okay.
highlight myself here for a second.
Johnny Walker Green.
Get
I
this
never
one.
heard of green. Oh wow.
Oh,
Oh, a
It's a
15 year.
15-year
Okay.
I've never seen
blend. It's about $65
Yeah.
a bottle right now.
that. That's not bad.
So it's a good price. You've got
They're all
Talisker,
blends.
Linkwood, Kalila, and Craigmore, all single malt
Man.
scotches. Great
Wow.
blend from all of those. In other words, it's their 15-year
Hmm.
scotches blended together to make this one.
And it's in the 60s.
This is $65.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Dude.
Yeah.
I have never
Right.
seen that green level. Yeah.
So
I'll have to try that.
Yeah.
you
yeah,
cracked it open
it's-
yet?
it's only 43 ABV. If it was 46, it'd be much better. But still,
Still. Yeah.
this is an excellent pour.
Wow.
Now, if you can find it for about $100,
Okay.
this is the Johnny Walker
And Sons. Okay.
celebratory
yeah,
blend.
celebratory blend.
Yes.
So all of Johnny Walker is blends, by the way. They're not
Yes.
ever completely
Single
single.
malts.
However,
They only, I thought they're like super expensive, like $200 one or something was a single.
there are
They can be.
they can be. But
That's a pretty
let me
color
just
on
say
it.
that 15-year, the green,
Yeah.
are all single malt scotches,
Right.
but they blend them from those there. So it's a
Those
blend of
distilleries,
single
yeah.
malt scotches from those different distillers.
There you go.
But I'm telling you right now, for the money, that is, when you sip that, you will know.
There you go.
Okay.
And there is a small suggestion of peat because of
That's
the Kalila
fine, just a little.
that's
Yeah,
in
yeah.
there on the 15.
That's
But other than that, it is terrific.
wow.
Terrific. So what are you drinking there, Matt? I seen a little something in your glass.
I don't know. I'm just kind of working on the Redemption High Rye. That's 4K.
Oh,
Wait,
no, that's
wait,
fine.
wait. Shh. Which Redemption High Rye?
the only one.
No. There's picks and there's the 10-year.
Oh no, it's
That's
just
a pick. Yeah.
It's
That's
a
okay.
4K.
Best freaking value in whiskey. I'm calling it right now.
Yeah.
And all the picks you can get.
Yeah. There's two different stores out by me, and they're both charging for $44 a bottle. Like,
Yeah.
it's not bad. And they're not going anywhere anytime soon. But then I saw I'm going to be working on this one next. It's the Redemption Surly.
What?
And I think that one's an interesting one because it's what is it? 95% rye, 5% barley. So I thought that was interesting.
Wow.
Oh,
I've
wow.
never seen that one.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
only
I-
available in like 10
Hold that up again, Matt.
Yeah.
I'm just saying the Redemption High Rye, I know, and the Redemption 10-year High Rye are freaking hitters completely. The High Rye picks, they're like under $40.
These ones, yeah, it's like 44. And
Yeah,
they've
it's
been
like right around $40.
Yeah.
And they are fucking bomb. Everyone I've had is freaking amazing.
yeah.
That's what I told him when he showed me that. I'm like, you need to buy that. Yeah,
Yep.
That's the
exactly.
way to go, right?
Got it, T-Rob.
Yeah.
Those Redemption High Rye bourbon picks are so good.
Oh, this
Yep.
is the second one I've had in this bottle, and it's delicious.
Yeah, it's dangerous because it's one of those ones you can just sip on and then you go to
Oh,
stand up and
gosh.
you're like, oh
Yeah. And it does not, I mean, it's 105, I think.
no.
Yeah, 105. It drinks like a mid-90s, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and it's got a great spice on the back end.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and for
They're
the
good in
price,
general.
You can't beat them. Like you just can't beat
No,
those.
no,
things
it's
for the
like
price.
$43, $44, you know.
I think those are a better value than the Knob Creek picks. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, they're really good.
It's a Knob Creek pick, so it'll be like 54, almost $60, and
Yeah, they're
Even
59
like
here.
75, like
Yeah.
79. I've seen them for 79.
yeah.
I mean, granted, they're 120. Redemption are probably
They're in the low
teens, but
100s.
Still,
Yeah,
yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, I'm at 105, but
yeah,
I
I'm
think
at 105. That's my sweet spot. 100.
Yeah, I think 105
Yep.
and 115 are
Yeah,
the sweet spot for proof.
there
Yeah.
you go.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I agree.
When you get
Agree.
when you get that north of 100, that's now you're getting there. And like you guys said, when you start getting 105, 110, 115, that's kind of like the zen spot right there.
That's right.
Yeah.
It really
Anthony,
is.
and
I mean,
I think that freaking goes across Scotch, Irish, and bourbon.
oh
like,
yeah.
and rye.
Yeah.
Like it's not just bourbon.
No.
That's right.
That to me is a very sweet spot on that.
Absolutely.
When you're at that 115, that's like the plateau. That's the precipice. That's
yeah.
that
I
is
agree.
really,
Yeah.
really, really good. Now, of course, we've all had some that are 120, 125 that certainly don't drink like
Oh, yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
yeah. And it's like, and you wouldn't even guess they were that high if you didn't know. You'd have pegged them at 110. You knew it wasn't 100.
Right.
That was for
Right.
sure. But you would never have guessed them at 120, 125 or
No.
anything like that. Yeah. Without a doubt. And they're really good. And it's like, wow, whoever blended this knew what the hell they were doing.
Yeah, that 107 to 113 range is my cherry right there. That's
But everybody has a sweet spot.
Yeah.
Everybody has a sweet spot. Some are north of 110, some are south of 110. But for me, that's why I wear the shirt that says I'm a proofy bitch,
Yeah.
because it's got to be 100 and north.
I'm going to tell you, we had some whiskey down at Cheech's get together a couple weeks ago. And this was somebody brought this bottle, and it was a Found North cast strength 18-year Canadian whiskey
Mm-hmm.
that was 125 proof. And it was this Found North.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
That stuff,
Hold that up again.
that
Yep.
drank like 105, 110.
Yeah.
I mean, it was so good. I mean, I drank it and I'm like, what's the proof on that? Somebody said it's 125. I said, that's like 108, 110 most,
Yeah.
But it was 18 years, so it had a lot of age on it, but it was so good.
Mm-hmm.
And it was 80% corn.
Oh,
Really?
Anthony,
80%
I better go to bed.
90% rye,
Yep.
1% barley.
Peace,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
I'll
Catch
see
you,
you
brother.
guys later.
Yeah, Star.
Cheers.
Cheers, brother.
Cheers.
Good night, Mike.
Yeah, I was blown away with that thing. It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, speaking of that, this Penelope pick, the barrel strength toasted.
Yeah, how was that?
It's 118 proof, but it drinks like it's like 110, 111,
Oh
or,
yeah.
112. But to be honest, a lot of toasteds that I've had, like finished in a toasted barrel, have more complexity to them.
Yeah.
Mm.
And so I was surprised this Penelope one didn't bring the same complex flavors that a lot of the other toasteds I've had.
Right.
It's still good. And like I said, it drinks below its proof point. It drinks, it says it's 118, but it drinks like it's like 111, 112.
Yeah, I got a Penelope barrel strength that's 118.8, and it's a 4-grain. It's not toasted, but it drinks around 110 to me.
Yeah.
But it does have a little bit of youth on it. But
Okay.
overall, it's great. I mean, it's a good pour.
Nice.
I don't think Penelope is making some bad stuff. It's like anything. They've got some absolute hitters, and
Yeah.
they've got some that they're okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And was it Pinhook?
Pinhook. Yeah.
Yeah. Pinhook
Yeah.
with the horde.
If you know the batch
Right.
that's the hitter, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, and the deal with Pinhook is every year they're going up. they're going to that next year.
Yep.
And that next year. So they're at a 7-year this year. Next year, they'll be at an 8-year.
Yeah.
So, as the age progresses, naturally, you're going to get a little bit better.
You might get a little
overall
more oak.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
might get a little more spice.
Exactly.
You just don't know.
Right.
But then what are they going to blend it with? What?
Exactly.
Which I tell people, a lot of people say, oh, unless, I don't drink blended whiskey. Well, yes, you do.
Yeah, you do.
You drink it every day, unless it says single cask, single barrel.
Yeah. It's batch. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. You believe me, you're drinking blends.
That's right.
Because that's
and the key for the blenders are keeping it uniform across those different years,
Right.
Trying to put out a product that is similar to last year's so that this year's carries over.
Hey, Jack Daniels and Jim Beam, they've
Been
been
doing it for
blending whiskey
years.
for a long time.
Yeah.
And if you want that profile, believe me, it's not
Exactly.
one barrel unless
No,
it's a single barrel.
no,
They're
no.
blending 50, 60, 80, 100 barrels plus
Easily
together to get that profile
That's right.
and get it. But there's so many people that don't think like that,
Right.
that think, oh no, I don't drink blended whiskey. Yes, you do. You drink it every
sure
day.
do.
Because
Half of this stuff up here is blended.
Yes,
to some
90% of the
degree.
whiskey is blended, if not higher number.
That's right.
And Pinhook's the one where each batch they name it after a horse or have how many hands it is and all that
Yeah,
stuff.
Mhm.
exactly.
I think that's really fun. Like, I think it's a cool gimmick. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they started off with the 5-year, the 6-year. This year, I think, is the 7-year.
Yeah.
And then they're going to keep going up. So,
See, Dave says
the
vertical
vertical
series is interesting to track.
That's
yeah.
right.
I couldn't remember the name, but I knew there was one, and I've been told it's the one to watch. And
the
there you go.
vertical series. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll have to keep my eye out for that.
Yeah, I've seen the junkies do that. They started with the 5-year, they did the 6-year and the 7-year. So,
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you what's been really good is Bardstown's.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, dude, I love that bottle.
You know what?
Love that bottle.
I took a
That
bit
thing
of
is
that
so
and I was
good.
like, man, I can't believe they were doing the fusion for as long as they were. This is so
know.
much better,
And it's only like $43.
Yeah, wasn't bad. Wasn't bad. But that's been a nice one.
The Fusion's like 60 something.
They are. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
that
that's what I
white label
told.
was delicious.
He was gonna drop me off that other bottle because he's got 2 of them. And I said, no, keep it, because once you open that first one, you're gonna see.
Hey,
And if
Kathy,
I really want it, he'll drop it off to me. But
That's right.
Anything for you, Uncle Anthony.
Yeah.
I'll do that.
but I just knew when he popped the top on that, he's gonna be like, oh.
I was really impressed with that bottle. It was so good.
But
Yeah.
I am too, because
Yeah.
and I don't want to call it crap in the Discovery series, but 5
hold on, Kathy.
was really went downhill.
Absolutely.
Now,
What's up, Ben?
6 redeemed itself a little bit.
Yeah.
7 is okay.
Yeah, after 4, it just kind of went off the rails a little bit.
It did. Now, I missed the review on 8. Drums and Dram did a review on it with 9, and I missed the part where he reviewed it because he started off on scotches, so I was listening to that, and then I had to do something, so I missed what he had to say on the Bardstown Discovery 9, and that's the last one I think they're doing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Was the 9.
Right.
Because now they've got their own distillate, like you got, Matt and T-Rob.
Yep.
They got the Origin, and then there's a Weeder that came out now, right?
Yeah, but the same. Yeah, it's the white label and the black label. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's up, Bourbon?
What's up?
No,
There you
Oh,
go.
he's
There you
got
go.
it.
He's got
Hold
it.
on. Hold it up
right
there,
there,
Ben.
yeah.
Hold it up.
Yeah.
He's got the black label. Okay. Yep.
What's up, Richie Z? What's up,
And-
Benzine Hunter?
Yep.
Is that 6-year juice, it says, Ben?
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
6-year corn wheat. 6-year.
68,
60.
20, and 12.
Oh,
68, 20, and 12. Okay.
So what kind of sketch are we drinking?
Sketch.
I just got home from an hour drive after being with Bonnie's family.
Sounds like you should be in Snatch saying sketch.
Well, you know.
That's what I'm drinking.
All right, I don't have any Deanston. What do you want,
Okay.
Anthony? You're still on the Glencadam?
I have Glencadam in one. I have Compass Box Orchard House in the other glass. So
Don't have either of those.
I'll
well,
tell you the good thing about the white label Bardstown is it's a high rye.
Oh, William Reynolds in the house. What's up, Will?
It's 36% rye.
cheers, man.
Good to see
Now,
you, buddy.
hey, don't they have is there 3 different ones, or is it just the white and the black?
It's just the white and the black.
Just the white
Yeah,
and
the
the
That's what
bourbon,
I heard you say,
the regular
Glendronach.
bourbon, the high rye bourbon, and the wheater.
Gotcha.
Yeah, this is some good stuff right here.
Hey.
What I think I heard you say Glendronach earlier.
We did.
We were talking about Highlands. Yeah, what was a Highland? Yeah.
All right, good, Kathy Joe. I hope that helps you out, girl. And hey, Anthony, I don't know if you know William Reynolds is a Vietnam vet. Cheers! I'm gonna throw a cheers up to him.
Oh, cheers, man.
Oh,
Cheers, absolutely.
cheers, William. Always welcome, Yvette.
Absolutely.
So what should I pour, Anthony?
Whatever
Not
you want.
You have such a collection.
Dude, if you want to pour a bourbon, pour a bourbon. I don't
Nah,
care.
I'm gonna have a sketch.
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 I need a sketch.
Get some
Well,
freaking
dude,
sketch.
open up your Glendronach. If you got Glendronach here, it's
Well,
a high.
here, I'll show you what I got in arm's reach.
Okay.
I got Glendronach.
Yeah.
I've got Edredor. Let's see what else is in arm's reach. I've got those are Irish.
Is your Edredor, is it open?
Yeah.
Pour that. We don't care. Like I said, you could pour a bourbon. We don't care.
No, I know. I have a lot of.
Okay. Because Matt's drinking bourbon.
Who is Matt?
Yeah.
Actually, not that many scotches in range. Oh, that and Port Charlotte. We've also got in range.
Oh well. If you really want Pete, then I'm going to tell you go Port Charlotte.
Nah, I don't know. What do you think?
Grab your
Glendronach
Edredor
or
right
Edredor?
there.
Hey, Kathy Joe, they do deliver to your state.
Give the
That's
Edredor.
awesome. That's good to hear. I've gotten some great picks off that site. They have a whole barrel pick section that you can look through multiple barrel picks. You'll love it. I'm glad that that you found it.
That Bunnahabhain 12 was about the most peat I can
Actually,
take.
you know what? I think I'm going to start with the Glendronach because if I want to have 2 sherried scotches,
There you go.
if I'm going to have 2 pours, possibly,
Right.
I think I got to go Glendronach first because I don't know if the Glendronach will stand up after the Edredor, the amount of sherry in it.
I understood.
Good call. Good
Understood.
call.
Because, this is a nice color for sketch.
Dude, that
Oh,
is.
it is. That's dark.
Well, let me show you the Edredor. You have
You're killing me
Edredor?
with your sketch.
I do not.
Look at that sweet haircut.
It's dirty sherry.
Oh, you got your hair did?
oh,
Oh,
wow,
my
dude.
gosh.
That's darker than mine, man.
Holy moly.
Holy smokes. That's almost like bourbon.
Right, I was gonna say
Heavy sherry. So,
that's
darker
like
than that.
that's like dark.
yep.
Oh my gosh.
It's like your soul.
Yeah.
Oh, the Parker's Heritage.
Oh,
God,
yeah, that's all right. Just
Yeah.
throw your dick
Super
out of the
dark.
bottle. It's all right.
Super dark.
But even that Deanston, but
That
that's because,
Deanston is
that's
dark.
because of the wine
Oh,
finish.
yeah, the red wine. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I just lost the lid to the edge. Oh, there it is.
Oh, shit.
Oh yeah, you bet, Kathy. That's awesome. That's what this community is about. Sharing is caring.
Exactly. Hey, I'm not above calling somebody on the phone or sending a text message to ask about a whiskey or a scotch or, you know.
Oh no.
I've texted Ben before. I'm like, hey, is this a good price? And he'll tell you, hey, yeah or no, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Anthony, did you try that newest the high proof Jack Daniel's Heroes?
No, but hold on.
How high a proof did they go?
But it's right here.
Usually they're between 125 and 130.
Yeah.
That newest
This is-
batch is 132.
Nice.
0.9.
0.9.
0.9.
Yeah, 132.9. So it's almost
Wow.
133.
Well, this is the one you dropped off,
0.99999.
Mark,
Yes,
nine.
that's what I said.
and I'm delivering it probably tomorrow.
Okay,
Wow.
gotcha.
Supposedly, my buddy's gonna be back in Texas this week and supposed to
There you go.
get that hand delivery going. If
Awesome.
not, he's gonna piss me off.
Nice.
Oh.
There you go. You heard it from JD first.
Yes, he did. Glen 12 before the Edgerador.
Yep. But the Glencadam is really, really good. I just can't get over the fruit, the vanilla, but that citrus is there. And then the thing I think that I didn't recognize, but I think I know what it is the nutmeg. That was that
Ooh.
something that just I don't always have,
Yeah.
but I had to think of something. What could it be that I don't always have? And I was like, oh, maybe it's nutmeg, and I could be wrong, but.
By the way, I don't say this often. This 100% buy.
Really?
Oh, yeah. The Weeder. Yeah.
It's
Oh, the
just
origin
like
series.
super dark caramel with cinnamon sprinkled on top.
Wow.
Oh, nice. That sounds great.
I'm floored by it.
And that's their own juice, right? That's
That's
their
their
own
own
juice.
juice.
Yeah,
and that
that's
is
their
a
own, yeah.
shelfer, non-allocated.
That's right.
It's freaking
Yeah.
delicious. I am shocked by it.
Yeah, when we went there, Bourbon, when I met you, when we walked around that facility, I was like, why aren't these guys putting out their own stuff? Like they have the prettiest, most like glammed up distillery out of all the ones we've ever been to. And I'm like, why is everything I get from them like sourced, blended nonsense?
wasn't ready.
It's overpriced. Like, and so they finally put out their own stuff, and I'm glad to hear it's good. So I'm definitely going to be
I'm
buying.
most happy they didn't put stupid price tags on it.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
They need to sell
like
it.
I'm sorry, but the price on discos, especially the later ones, they're stupid.
Oh, yeah. They got crazy.
Oh,
Well, when we were there and we looked at that white label collector's one and all that other stuff,
Yeah, we had the
everything
triple stave and others.
everything they were selling in house was $200 a bottle.
150 to 200. Yeah, and we all looked at each other and we're like, yeah, it's good. We're glad we had pours.
Yeah.
But this at 50 to 60 bucks, depending on where you are.
That's awesome. That is awesome.
That's a
I'm gonna
permanent
definitely
edition.
get one of those.
So Prescription Bourbon was saying that there's actually going to be a green label for that as well.
That's going to be the rye.
That'll be the rye.
Oh.
Okay.
And there's the white label's the high rye bourbon. That's the weeder. The black's the weeder, bottled and bond. And it's just easy too. It's a damn good bore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So will they still do
This
the
Glendro
display?
doesn't suck either.
No.
No, they're getting rid of that.
So I have the Glendro in the 15.
So
I
what's
just-
funny is I have 12. I have a 12 that's actually an 18. And then I have an 18 that's actually a 24. But I don't have the 15 and I don't have the 21. I have leapfrogs.
That's hilarious. I know with my my Rebel 10, it's actually a 12-year.
Also, the Glendronach distillery was closed for a number of years, and according to Scotch laws, years that the distillery is closed, you can't count on the label.
Oh,
Shit was
really?
still aging.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
Yeah, so like you get a 28, I think it's 2019 Glendronach 18, and it's actually 24-year-old Scotch.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm hung up on the Scotch thing tonight. I don't know why.
Sketch.
hey, make some
All right.
freaking sketch
Good.
over there.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, guys, I'm going to dip. I got to go to work in the morning. So,
Yeah.
enjoy it.
I do.
Hey, y'all take care. Good to see everybody.
All right,
Good night,
T-Rob.
good night,
Thank you,
T-Rob.
Anthony. See you, Ben.
Cheers.
See you,
Cheers,
Mark.
brother.
See you, Matthew.
So, yeah.
Cheers. Good night.
Appreciate you, brother. Good night.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna be heading off too. I just wanted to stop by and say hi. So it's one in the morning over here. So
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it is. Where are you, Matthew?
I am in Delaware.
Oh, hi. We're in Delaware.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Wayne's World, man. We're in
Basically,
Delaware.
it's like Ohio with a little bit of marshland, like
And no tax on liquor.
for real.
And like an eighth the size.
There's more chickens than people here. I found out. I just moved here in July, and somebody told me that.
Did you lose a bet?
My wife wanted to come here. She's like, the beach is here, and I'm like, okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's
The
funny.
beach. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right near the beach, boy.
Down by the beach, boy. None of mercy. Samson Simpson, I'm sorry, man.
Hey, well, you guys have a great night.
All right,
All right,
Matt.
good night,
I'll
Matthew.
talk at you.
Yeah.
Cheers, buddy.
Cheers.
See you, bud.
Goodness.
Yeah, I told Matt, I was like, wow, you want to go where?
He's a buddy of yours or family or
That's my nephew.
Oh, okay. Poor guy.
Yeah, I know.
Is he at least
I
in like
teased him, I
Rehoboth
says-
or whatever? Rehoboth or whatever it's called?
I don't know how far he is from that, but
That's like the
you know,
big beach town. So if that's where she wanted to be.
well, I don't think they're close to Rehoboth, or they're, not, when I say close, they're not that far, but they're not
It's
in
Delaware.
Rehoboth Beach.
Nothing's far.
Yeah. Yeah, nothing's far. Yeah, you sneeze, you're through it. Yeah. Yep. I was actually in Rehoboth Beach. Ooh, it's been a long time ago, but
Nice.
that's the first time I ever ate at Five Guys was there. Yep.
Yeah.
Because we
Guys
didn't
is
have
pretty
them
good.
out here.
And the second time was with Piper. What?
We did not have them out here. Oh, 5 minutes away, he said. For
I love
Rehoboth.
how dirty you are, Mark.
Yeah.
It's all closeted. He's such a nice guy and all official and prim and proper and yes, sir. Yeah. Till you hit it just right.
Yep.
So he's 5 minutes from Rehoboth. Okay. Well, like you said, nobody's far from it.
Yeah.
No matter
Well,
where
that
you
means
are.
he's got what's it called? Drawing a blank. Dogfish or Dogfish Head, whatever the hell it's called. The brewery
Oh,
is right by him there.
yeah. Oh my God. Oh yeah, we have In and Out. We've got In and Out. We got Carl's. We got what the heck's the other one? I'm trying to remember.
Yeah, but Kentucky's got Tudor's Biscuit World.
Yeah, we don't have that.
That's
There it
elite.
is. He said it's Dogfish.
Dogfish. Yeah. I own it. I have it aging for like 10 plus years. It's been a long weekend.
Mm-hmm. But anyway,
So I was celebrating this weekend a little bit
no.
because yesterday was the first Saturday that I was completely off work to where I didn't work at all on a Saturday since October 22nd. And so for the past, like, because I work Monday through Friday, but I got my team went down two guys in October, and so since October 22nd, I've been working Monday through Friday plus Saturday for the last 5 months, and so had a great weekend with the fam, just hanging out, playing with the kids and stuff. So just want to say it out loud that I really appreciate that. I enjoyed it. You know,
I'm sure you did.
you gotta soak up those moments. You know.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Oh, Ben.
Oh, Anthony.
This is the real bottle.
Sexy.
Yeah.
I just wanted to
Ooh.
see the proof to make sure it was a 22.
Ooh, take your
It
dress
was.
off.
Oh,
It's
just
one-
just
Hold
ease
on.
it down or shine a light through it. It's just tissue paper.
You know what? It's the way it's folded. The one tab is over it. I tried that.
Just shine a light through it. Don't mess with it.
It's
You got to warm her up.
It's 69.35 ABV.
69.
138.6.
Wow.
138.7.
Yep.
Yep, that's
Yeah.
a 22.
Wow, dude.
Mhm.
Was that Total Wine or was that a different store?
Total Wine?
You just finally hit.
Yeah.
Look at that gorgeousness.
Yep.
No,
Yep.
That's beautiful. Yeah.
When
I
he was
know.
telling me that he won, I'm like, oh, so you got one of the new Stag Not Juniors. And he's like, no, GTS. And I'm like,
Yeah.
bullshit.
GTS. Yeah. Much different
Exactly.
story.
Well, I figured he
Exactly.
was going to get there and they were going to give him a Stag.
Right.
Well, when I first saw the email, I thought it was bullshit. You know, I mean, come on. I just didn't believe it. And then when I realized that, I said to myself, oh no, I know who that is. I'm like, wow, anyway. So I had to.
Yeah, that's the extent of an excited Anthony reaction. Wow.
That's it.
If I got an email that I was getting Stag GTS at MSRP, you might see this fat boy do a backflip. I'm just saying.
Yeah. So I can't. Like I said, I was like, holy crap. I mean, I still, you know, you look at it like, God, I'm holding one of these in my hand,
Mm-hmm.
and it could be in my glass at any moment.
It can, but I assume you're gonna wait for an occasion.
Yeah. Exactly.
And what's sad is what you could turn that into, also. But it's I've
I
tasted
know.
this year's. I got a pour. I paid for it, fair price, but I got a pour at a nice steakhouse. It's freaking delicious. This year's is a damn good year.
Well, I know right now that I could sell that for $8 and the person would put the dead presidents down and never think twice.
Yeah, you could get about $1,000 for it if you tried.
Oh
But-
yeah, I'm
But
just
you're also not replacing it, and that's not your deal.
no.
Yeah, exactly. And that's my thing. Like, I'll have a single barrel that I get for $80 or something,
Mhm.
and I'm like, I know that I could flip this for like 400, but
Nah, single barrel's more like
when's the
two.
next time I'm gonna see one?
Yeah, single barrel's more like 2. But still.
Oh, I know. I was just came out of Yuma. I was down in Yuma,
Mhm.
and while I'm there, I'm hunting. They're trying to get $500 for foolproof.
Oh, you
Well,
didn't pick
goodness.
up an extra Limavady, did you?
Yeah.
Did I?
Yeah.
I have one.
All right, we'll talk about it. Because
Okay.
I remember you telling me they were super cheap by your camp.
Yeah, $40. Can't.
No, I
I mean,
thought they
come
were
on.
less than that. No?
Mm-mm.
You said they was less than that.
Well, after you pay the tax and everything, it was $40. They were like $37.99.
Oh, okay, yeah. That is
Yeah.
what they're supposed
But
to be. Okay.
here they just got them, and they're $45. When I say just got them,
Yeah.
they've had them a few months, and then when I was down in Yuma, they knocked the price up $6. So I think they're 42 now.
Gotcha. Okay, so that is the range. I can get it around 45, so it's no big deal.
Yeah.
I remember you told me it was like $20-something, like $28.
Originally, the first bottle I bought,
Got
with
it.
tax
Okay.
and everything was like $32.
Yeah, okay.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. But when these things start to get popular, and then boom. Yep. Nobody knew what it was. But now Total Wine has them. I've seen them there over the last few months.
They're everywhere. They're spreading out everywhere now.
They're now starting to they've become popular, that particular one. And you know what? It is a nice sipper for what it is. I like it. It's in the PX sherry cask finish. Like I said,
with the help of Top Shelf Dustin, I have a bottle waiting for me in Kentucky.
Yeah.
Oh. So we were talking about flipping, And so I was like, I wonder
Anthony.
since the Jack
Yeah.
Daniels
Bring back
Heroes, the Jack Daniels Heroes are only
Bring
available on
back.
base.
PX.
Yes.
So
Uh-oh. Which one is that?
It's on sale from $2.99 to $2.50.
Which site is that? Which ripoff site?
Wooden Cork.
Oh.
They want $250 for a Hero Select, and I'm like, wow. Some people these days. I was just curious, and I got my answer. People are flipping those bad boys.
And let me just say this: that juice is good, but it definitely is not that good.
Which one?
That Heroes.
The 132 or the other one?
Yeah. It's good in general, I'm just saying, but it's what the price that some of these hero ones are going for, because you just can't get them everywhere.
Right.
So of course there's a premium. I'm sorry, it's good, but it just isn't that good.
Yep. And they're all single barrels, so they all vary. And out of all the ones that I have, my favorite one is the 126 point something proof one. That one's phenomenal.
Like I said, they're great, but when you see these secondary prices, it's like, whoa.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
They're good, but it definitely isn't that caliber good.
Oh no.
I don't think anything exists that is.
Yeah. Because I'm taking them off base for $60 out the door, and to see online right now, like in front of you live, that people are flipping them for $250. That's crazy.
So I mean, that is probably a third hand. That means guys are taking it off base, selling it to the store, and now the store is selling it.
That's probably true. Probably true.
Like I said, it's good, but not at $250 good. Sorry.
Oh no.
Yeah. No. Not.
But for $60 is a steal.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. Even with delivery charge.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. It's very well worth it. All right. So now that I've had the Glencadam, I've had Orchard House. Ben is drinking Glendronach.
Yeah, I'm about to finish it. I'm starting to think about something else.
I said, what's going to be my last pour here since I'm on Scotch? Did you say Port Charlotte, Ben?
I do have Port Charlotte here, but I think I'm going to finish with the Edgador.
Okay. Well, let me.
I'm going sherry. I'm heavy sherry over here.
No, I got it. That's what. Hold on.
You could do Port Charlotte. You can never go wrong with Port Charlotte.
No, you cannot.
Are you on the peat train? Is Glencadam peated or no?
Peated, no.
Whoops, that was before. Here, look at this Edgador in the glass, no less.
Wow, that is freaking dark, man.
That's sketch.
That's Scotch?
Yep.
That is.
It looks like
so
wine.
much sherry in it. It's ridiculous.
That's
There
what
you
I'm
go.
going to pour.
You're going to go Balvenie
Okay.
15 sherry. There you go.
Balvenie 15 sherry.
That'll be a nice little nightcap.
It certainly is.
Hey, Anthony, will you highlight DMC Prescription Bourbon's text right there, their chat?
Which one?
Heroes can't be replaced, man.
Yeah, I had that highlighted earlier. You were sleeping.
I didn't see you highlight that one earlier. That's
all right. That's all
that
right.
is a strong statement, man.
Mm-hmm.
Very strong
I'm-
statement.
Just busting your chops. Yeah, I haven't had anything out of here, but I'll highlight this.
I
And
mean, I swear this Edgerador has more sherry notes than it does whiskey notes.
oh, there's no doubt by that. But then look at this one.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful.
Now I've got the light right on it too,
Mm-hmm.
but look how dark it is.
Getting that sherry.
I am too.
So,
Speaking
yeah.
of sherry,
Hey,
Oh my
What?
god!
What?
Damn, is this sexy in here? I can't handle that much.
Hot damn!
I just filled up a little, Bobby.
I tell you what.
hey, I guess I'm done. I'll see you guys later.
That's it. What do you want an ice skating rink there?
No,
No,
I'm
he's
up
working.
I'm at work.
I know, but it looks like boards. You know what I mean? And,
I'm actually
Yeah.
up in,
above it.
Yeah.
I'm up in an old flight tower.
Oh, look at you.
Look at that. That's an old hangar, Zeppelin hangar out there.
Yeah, it looks like one of those ranger towers looking over the forest.
Yeah, it is, dude. It's great. Hey, I just had
That's
some
sweet.
F-35s take off, some F-18s take off from here. It's
Oh
sweet.
wow, cool.
Yeah.
So you got a boner.
B
too.
models. B models, so it was nice.
yeah,
Did they hit it on the way out for you?
Oh, they did, man. They see us. It's flight line. It's right
Yeah.
outside.
No,
my-
but I mean,
my
they light
place.
them up.
They did. They did light them up.
That's cool.
They see it. Yeah, it's cool. Hey, I'll see you some video.
Yeah, Ben, you were talking about getting a sticky leg, but I got it. Nobody else did, but we're good.
Yeah, I got it. I said, well, shit, I'm done now. I guess I don't have to be on anymore. I'm out. Mission
I'm gonna go
accomplished.
smoke. It's good.
No, I didn't
Mission
finish. I
accomplished.
just filled up a little.
Hey, man. Hey, what the heck happened on Madness? I didn't even see your part, man. I was like, I can't take this
Matt
anymore.
lost power. It was a whole shit show.
That was a shit.
And his wife's on call for work, so he had to throw the family in the van and get a hotel room because she's on call and she's a traveling nurse, so she has to be available at a moment's notice.
Oh my goodness.
So he got to a hotel and he was all, disheveled and stuff. I actually talked to him today. He's cool now.
Cool. I'm
And
glad.
it was a whole mess. And
It was a mess, man. I was watching it, but then
look,
it started.
the amount of points I got would win some rounds. And honestly, if I had taken it a little bit more seriously, I probably would have got a few more points. But there was no beating Chad
Oh, dude,
Friday night. He was just on
he
one.
was just hot in general.
Yeah,
I mean,
it
man.
was his night.
and
That's all it
nailed
was.
proof, nailed distiller,
He was
nailed
nailing bottles.
forget nailing bottles. He nailed 2 ages on nose alone.
On the nose. Yeah. Who does
What?
that?
Yeah.
What?
It was his night. There was nothing I could do was going to beat him.
Dude.
I would not be
aside from
surprised. I
having
would not
the
be
an-
surprised if he won. If he won the whole thing, I would not be surprised.
If aside from having the answer key, I didn't have a shot. It
I'd
was
be
just
like, shit, is this all right?
tonight
Crap.
I might beat him. But Friday night, that was it.
No.
But so I'm actually glad I kind of, I was dancing along, I was singing along, I was wearing a fabulous shirt. You
Oh,
know?
dude, you were
Mhm.
see it back
shining.
there, the shirt I was wearing.
Yep, you were shining, man.
So I had fun with it. So fuck it. I had
and
I
that's
got,
exactly
I
what you
got
have to
2
do.
songs, which is incredible. One of which is an earworm. It's been stuck in my head all day. If you think that's Pappy,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
right there in your hand.
If you think
That's way better than I could.
Yeah, and what do you call it? And the other one that he did to Devo Whip It, it turns out that Disney owns the rights to that song.
Oh,
So I got a copyright strike for replaying it. Matt got copyright hit for every day. Unbelievable.
Oh
It
my
was just
goodness, that's
stinky.
hilarious.
But he showed me, he's like, he gets copyright hit on every Mad Madness. And I was talking to David about it, and he was like, I use content. I use recordings that are already on YouTube that
Dude.
are already blessed.
Right.
It's so crazy, dude. I've gotten copyright strikes for that. Unless you get it from YouTube, and they must have some digital stamp on or some bullshit.
Yep.
No, that's what I do with the
crazy.
music reviews.
Yeah,
I've done
with
lately.
shorts, you could put like anything on it as long as you use theirs.
Yeah.
Right. I'll do from YouTube music and still get a copyright hit.
Yep.
It's so it's the music part's frustrating because you try to find.
Yeah, YouTube is really anal. YouTube is super
well.
anal.
It's not YouTube. It's the particular studios or owners of those albums are
because they want to be paid.
No, the studios have 30 days to respond. YouTube flags it before the owners even know.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, for sure.
Well, let's face it, because YouTube got sued 400 times, so they put a system in for it. It's not like it's because they want it.
Yeah. Yeah, YouTube doesn't care, I'm sure. They care now.
They care now, right. But the only reason they did it is because the only reason they put all that money into developing the algorithms to catch that stuff and all the programs and everything to catch that stuff probably cost them millions of dollars to do it. Is to prevent problems they've had.
Right.
To prevent our videos from going viral. That's all they did it for.
You're not wrong.
Hey, appreciate you, Richie Z, for dropping all of our links, buddy.
Yep, Richie.
Yeah, cheers, Richie. Thank you. Bad Axe appreciates it.
Yes, I can't even see it. So I'm on my iPad here, but then I got my phone. I'm trying to look at the chat on my phone. Because the chat
and you don't have your glasses on either. You're not fooling us. We know.
It's only been this last year, man. It's driving me nuts.
I'm telling you what.
That buzz, man.
I'm like, you know what? Years ago, I said, forget it. Just put that bifocal in there. There you go. It's amazing, though, isn't it? It's like, oh my gosh, there's words in front of me.
What sucks is when you start squinting with these on, like, son of a bitch, I'm not even going to wear them if I'm going to squint with them on. Dang it. Getting old sucks.
Yep.
Mark doesn't know anything about that.
I don't know. Bobby, do you have grab rails next to you?
Do I have what?
Grab rails? You know, like you're in the handicap stall?
Yeah. Only in the shower. And then, no, just kidding.
Why are those handles so low, though?
Yeah, so you can trip on them.
Bobby, I'd be surprised if we were very far off on age.
I'm 50. I'll be actually this coming Saturday. I'll be 52.
You'll be 52.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
you're 11 years older.
Okay, I figure you're probably around 40.
Yeah.
I was 52 once.
Me too. Well, not yet. I was 51 once, and 50 once, 49 once. Man, so
I'm just gonna spend. If I ever see 69, I'm just gonna spend the whole year laughing.
Yeah, right.
There you go. There
what
you go.
Great year that'll be.
Yeah.
Anthony, you're probably 4 or 5 years older than me.
Close.
Yeah.
Close. Try 2.
Yeah. Oh, 2.
Okay. It's the beard.
Nice.
And the hat.
That's right.
Man,
I'll be 54 this year.
I love that hat. You and my wife got that in common for sure. You guys are the hat kings and queens.
Yeah. No, dude, Anthony looks great in his hats.
JD said he's going to turn 49 this year on the 27th of this month.
Oh, nice, JD.
Nice, man.
For the 7th time, right?
I tell you what, this sherry is really good in this Belvini. I haven't touched it in months, but when you go back to something like this, it's like, wow.
I say this, dude. You guys probably already saw that. I'm just seeing is Bobby in the restroom.
I'm not even looking at that. He's pinching a loaf.
Yeah, I
It
think you
seems
missed
like
the
it.
part where you showed that you were up in that tower, man.
Yeah.
man, I'm up in a tower, dude. It's an old tower that doesn't work anymore. It just happens to be in our fire station. So I'm just up here. It's nice and quiet up here. Don't have to listen to the riffraff. You know.
It's super cool.
Yeah, I love it. I love being able to see everything out on Flightline.
Yeah.
If they really want you, they'll call you.
Oh,
They'll
yeah.
call me. Oh yeah, they'll call me. They do. They call
They
me.
do.
They do. Yeah,
It's
they
like-
don't hold back on that. That's for sure.
Hey, do you ever tell them, look, kids, I'm going to separate you.
Yeah, don't make me come back there.
Don't make me come back here.
That's right.
Do not make me come back.
I got practice at this. You don't want me coming back there.
That's right. Exactly right. I've got practice. That's right. I know exactly what I'm doing.
So, Mark, how old are your kids?
11 and 9.
Oh, dude, those are great ages, man.
Yeah, and the good thing is that they are really good kids.
Oh, that's cool.
Because you know, I see other parents' kids and their kids suck. Like they're
Most
just a
other
pain in the
people's
ass.
kids suck.
So my kids are like really good kids. Like to where I'm like, okay, the worst thing you did this week is that you didn't like do the dishes on time. You know, like it's I'm so blessed with the kids that I got.
Oh, yeah.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're really good. Now the kicker in being 41, the wife's got one in the oven right now.
Woo!
Yo, what?
Dude,
What?
you're hitting.
Is that a first reveal on Whiskey Tube? Yeah.
And no, if you watch my channel more regularly, you would have seen it. But I'm just saying,
Ben, you didn't know that?
Let's just remember something, Mark. Think about how many whiskeys I am by the time I get to your channel.
That's true.
but yeah, she's due end of June, and it's a boy, and everything's great. But he's freaking huge, man. They're measuring him at the 98th percentile, for his size.
Oh boy,
which I think is dope, but she doesn't.
Yeah, is this a scheduled C-section? Dude.
Yeah, right.
yeah.
But yeah, so we've got a boy coming into June. Yeah.
Wow.
Mm.
Awesome. Congratulations, man.
Yeah, thanks,
Love
man.
it.
Yeah, Google the husband stitch. You're gonna need it.
Yeah.
You know, I was a 10-pound butterball when I was born.
Oh, dude, my son was 10'3". Yeah.
Yeah, I was in that range too, 10'7", and my sister was 10'12".
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Then my
Wow.
other sister was like 7'8" or something, like weak.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, she must be your younger sister.
She's my oldest sister.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
really?
She was just getting it all started, I guess.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's big, man. 10, 12?
Yeah.
Length or girth?
Length or girth? Well, now or then.
That's funny.
Mm.
That kid might do some damage.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah, seriously.
Well, I
And
gotta say,
so yeah, they told her that she needs to cut out like starches and sugars and all that stuff to try to get that weight down because she's not a big girl, like she's a small frame girl. And so it was funny because that's got her all self-conscious about her diet now.
Is it
Well-
possible they just have the date wrong?
Yeah, by like 6 months.
Well, no. To have the sizing way off, all it need to be like is a month off.
Yeah.
No, as she goes in like every month to get like the scans done and the dude, the technology nowadays, you can get like 3D images of your kid. It's crazy to see this like 3D image of your kid inside the belly, to where you can like see their like the shape of their face and everything. But yeah, every month we've been going there, and this last month they were like, oh, like all of a sudden he's at like 98th percentile for his size. You should cut back on sugars and starches and stuff like that to try to tame that back. And
Well, just
Yeah.
I'm sure she knows what epidurals are for.
Last thing
Yeah.
I'm gonna be telling the pregnant one is to cut back on whatever she's eating. You
That's
just tell
right.
the
I was
doctor-
just going to say,
tell the
Mark,
doctor,
don't
dude, I
push
gotta
that.
go home with her.
Yeah.
You tell her what she's doing.
Hey, because Mark, they'll get you when you're sleeping.
I know, right?
Yeah, yeah, that's what they say. Hey, you have to go to sleep, right?
That's right. Especially after tonight.
yeah.
Like, are you telling my wife she can't have chocolate? Because I'll probably die. I'll probably
Exactly.
die.
Yeah. Then you tell her.
We-
I'm not telling her.
Yeah.
We will not tell her that.
No.
No.
You
All
might.
right, so I'm gonna cheers out with some Michter's American.
There you go.
Right on, man.
It's funny when Adam and I a couple weeks ago battled it out. What separated us was I changed from my pick from Michter's, which I was dead set that it was, and I changed it to, hold on, I kept my notes. I still got them right here. I changed it from Michter's to Russell's because there was I shouldn't have went back is what it was. Because when you start going through those flights
Yeah.
and then you've got time to go back, your palate gets skewed.
Yes, it does. It does.
Unless you're really unsure, then don't go back and forth. Stick with that one, sip it a couple of times and go. But I went back and then my palate changed and I said, oh no, that's a Russell's. And I was thinking of that pick. And so anyway, if I'd have kept the Michter's, we would have been within 1 point.
Oh man.
Yeah. Yeah, 1 point.
See,
That's
to
how
me,
close we
Michter's
were.
has more like of those chewy caramel squares.
But
Like the
I thought it was
soft
the
ones?
Michter's toasted barrel because it
Ooh,
had such a good caramel char note
right.
to it. And I was like, oh, this is Michter's. And I boom, right off the bat, this is Michter's. I put it down and that was that. And then because I went back through the whole thing again,
Yeah.
and not that I shouldn't have, but I shouldn't have. Then I'm like, oh, wait a minute. No, this is a Russell's. And well, when they said it, he said it was a Michter's. I'm like,
Son of
yeah. But you know what? I was drinking Shane's whiskey, so I didn't care.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Might have
That's
been
all I
pissed
wanted to
then.
do was drink
That's all.
Shane's whiskey.
So Ben, you've been being a bad boy on TikTok, I see.
Apparently.
Apparently,
Well-
bad TikTok is.
Did you get banned on TikTok?
Not yet.
No,
Yeah.
not yet. He's going that way though. He's heading that direction.
Well, he figures they're going to pull the plug here in the States. So, what the heck does he care?
Hey,
Seriously.
Ben, what
Right.
what are you doing tomorrow? Are you working tomorrow?
Yeah, I mean, it's Monday.
Yeah. Well, I'm not working on Monday. I'm not working. I'll be off tomorrow.
I mean, I'm working. Why?
No.
What's up? You coming to New York?
Yeah, I'm getting on a flight right now.
Kids.
So I moved I'm actually gonna go live tomorrow. I moved it up a day because I'll be off and I don't have to go to work the next day. So it's better when I have to go work the next
Oh
day.
boy. So you're saying you're going to get it in? That's what he's saying.
So
There you go.
So, because I know you're on TikTok, I don't know if you want to build up that audience or not. And you see the way I do it on TikTok.
I can't go live yet. I don't have enough.
Well, oh shit, you can't go live. I was gonna say if you want to do it, because I'm gonna go live probably half an hour before on TikTok only because they're like stepchildren over there when I'm on
Yeah,
on the
I
line.
only
It's not a
got.
different price.
Yeah, I'm halfway there. I've got 500.
All right, I gotta try to shout you out more on there so you can go live then, because it really helps get people over to YouTube for me anyway.
Really? So you've gotten people that cross
That's
over.
the only reason I'm doing shit on TikTok is
Yeah.
because of this
Yeah.
fucking hairy bastard right here.
Yeah. Yeah, it helped a lot, man.
All right, guys, I'm gonna go get my stuff ready for work tomorrow.
We won't be on much longer, but cheers. And we're going to finish up our pours and bullshit with Bobby a little more.
Cheers, guys.
He's having his little bubbly.
Yeah. I had to change
Actually, some of those aren't too bad. I mean, I was surprised.
I'd rather drink these than anything diet.
Oh yeah,
All right, guys. Hey, it was fun chatting with you guys.
Yep.
Love you guys. I'll talk to you next week.
You will. Cheers, Mark. Thanks for popping on, brother.
See you, man.
But they are actually good. You know what I really actually liked, but I've stopped drinking, and I didn't drink a lot of them. I may have had maybe 1 or 2 a week, and that's kind of unusual for me. But I like the Coke Zero.
Yeah, it doesn't taste like diet either.
But apparently, there's something in there that would cause my heart to flutter, and so when I stopped drinking it, guess what? Yeah.
Your heart stopped fluttering.
Yep.
Yes. That's all it took.
Are you
huh?
sure it's not what's called caffeine?
Well, no, because I drink a shitload of that. But I think it was. I also like Truvia, so the natural sweetener, but it has erythritol. And erythritol has been linked now to different issues with the heart and other stuff. I don't drink it every day, or I didn't have it every day, but I was a regular user, as at least twice a week. And then all of a sudden, I've noticed that off and on, but then more steady. And then they came out with that study. And then I'm like, So I just stopped it. Boom. I mean, it apparently it can really screw you up, but I wasn't experiencing any of those bad side effects with the blood clotting and so on and so forth. Yeah.
It's crazy nowadays.
It is.
Everything
Even
they
though
replace sugars with is just eat the sugar and just control it.
Exactly. So it
tastes better
I've
anyway.
always been that way. Just give me the cane sugar.
Same here. Give me the cane sugar. I'll deal with it.
Yeah.
All these substitutes that are worse for it, or like margarine. Get rid of the margarine. Just eat butter.
I've been eating butter for I couldn't tell you how long. Yeah. Butter, strictly butter. But growing
butter
up,
and sugar.
It was always
you just
lube
eat
on it.
Butter on its own?
Butter, sugar, chocolate chips, and flour. That's all you need. That's it.
And I'm the fat one? You guys are eating straight butter and I'm the fat one?
Dude, I eat donuts every day. Dude, drumsticks, donuts, all that stuff.
That's just part of the job.
That's it. I can't walk in this door and not have 2 or 3 dozen donuts thrown at me.
Well, look,
I actually had
what you and the boys do because there's nothing to do. That's up to you.
Yeah, right.
Are they all chocolate?
Oh, you name it. Apple fritters, those buttermilk.
Oh, those are so good.
Dude, a good apple fritter is hard to beat, man. Or those buttermilk, glazed buttermilk biscuits, whatever they are.
Mm-hmm.
Those are hard to beat too, man.
Mm-hmm. My favorite is just the simple plain cake donut and a cup of coffee.
Yeah, a plain cake donut with a cup of
just
coffee.
Just plain cake donut, no icing. If it had icing and it was chocolate, that's hog heaven. But just give me a plain cake donut. At least 2.
Yeah, at least.
And I'm the fat one here.
At least 2.
At least 2. Exactly. You got it, Bobby. At least 2.
Yeah. 2 handfuls. 2 handfuls.
I like those.
Well,
and today I actually had I had a donut. Which one was it? I forget which ones, but I haven't had them in a long time. But holy smokes, when you start into that, it's like 3 bites and the thing is gone. But it was like that long.
Oh, you talking about those like chocolate bars or?
Yes, that's it. Chocolate bar.
Or maple bars, chocolate bars, dude.
And I think that one had the Bavarian cream in it. I didn't pick it by choice.
It was that long.
Freaking
And how big around?
Oh, geez, yes.
How
Oh, and with the coffee, it was perfect.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah, donuts are
driving through the well, it wasn't snowing when I got up there this morning, but coming back it was snowing pretty darn good. I was up in northern Nevada. I went up to check our trailer and stuff because we're going to get ready to open it up in a few weeks, May, but it'll be here before you know it. But coming back, it was snowing like a banshee up in the mountains. We're at 6,800 feet, and it was snowing like a son of a gun. But we just went up there, grabbed some stuff, dropped some stuff off, and just what do we need? Blah 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 blah. How'd everything fare? Checked my dad's trailer out. Everything was good. Sent him some pics, and I was out of there. It was cold and it was miserable and
nice. Yeah, but that sounds fun though.
Well, it was. However, what people don't know, because you don't see it on the news, is they got a dam that could burst at any moment up there, and they warned a couple of towns because of the rain and snow melt, and the reservoirs are just bulging. But none of that goes to Lake Mead. But still, the towns in the area have been put on notice. And, they said you're going to have less than 2 hours to get out if that thing goes. And then more rain is coming in, as you know. Yeah. And so it's like, and then they're telling us that the Sierra Nevadas in here can get another foot to 2 feet snow from this storm.
Yeah.
It's like, wow.
There was snow on the hills around here and in Santa Cruz. Santa Cruz had a snow day. Yo, what is up, brother? Look at that.
Cheers, brothers.
Look at that guy. What's going on, man?
Cheers,
man.
I'm still shopping for axes, right, Bobby?
Dude.
Cheers.
They did. I think they discontinued those.
I told you they did, but I found the place in China that supposedly makes them. Not even kidding. They were made in China. You can look on yours.
Son of a bitch.
But like how much you could pay to have them made and sent over.
Son of a bitch, dude. If that axe breaks, I'm done. It's a special axe. It's like Thor's hammer. Like Mjolnir, right? Mjolnir? Isn't that Thor's hammer?
So don't break it.
Dude.
That's right. Well, cheers, Joe.
Cheers,
Appreciate
brother.
you joining us for our nightcap.
It was cool. It was cool seeing your daughter on with you the other night, man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, appreciate that, man. Appreciate you guys stopping by.
Yeah, it was cool, man. So when is the actual day? I missed that part. When is she heading out?
In 2 weeks.
2 weeks?
Right, got some time then. That's cool.
Well, we got the rest of this week, and then she heads back, and then a week later she leaves.
Okay.
She's living in Georgia, so.
Georgia.
Does she know where she's deploying to, or just that she's deploying?
She knows, but she ain't telling us. So I mean, that's fine. I know that she.
You have an idea where she's going.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dad knows.
Which theater she's going to?
Been there, done that, got the t-shirt.
Not movie theater.
Mhm.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
My cousin is getting ready to deploy. He's in the Navy, but he's in his last thrall. So this will be his actual last deployment. And I talked to him a few months ago, and he's getting ready. And I said, "Do you know where you're going?" He goes, "They haven't officially told me yet. I've got a very good idea, But he goes, of course, like anything else, it would be speculation until I really get the piece of paper. But this is his last deployment before his retirement. So
Nice. Good for him.
so he's not 110% sure, but he's getting ready. So being in the Navy, he has to go. So, but then when he comes back, he took a job that he's going to stay around home, just because he wants to be around home, because his wife just had a baby a few months back, and he just wants to be there. I mean, it'd be better if he go elsewhere to get that last rank before he retires. But he's like, you know what? He goes, nope, I'm just going to stick right around Norfolk, and
So is he
stay right there.
Is he an E8?
Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Senior chief.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do believe he is E8 or maybe E7. Don't quote me, but I know he's been in. But he's like, it is what it is. He'd like to finish off higher, but family's more important. He says, I'm gonna rather stay around home, and he's an SP. So I forget what hospital he's going to go to. Anyway, but hey. He says, I just got to get through this. He goes, and then after that, he says, I am done.
Out.
The last one he was on an aircraft carrier. Oh, darn. And a couple years back, and the Iranians decided to send their attack boats out. And he goes, it's just funny because he says, you look at those things and they look like this big compared to the aircraft carrier that he was on, and they were challenging them because they were going through, I forget what strait it was, but they were going through there, and Iran's over there and everything else there, and made the news.
So he went to the Persian Gulf then.
Oh yeah. He'd been through there a couple of times, and even my nephew, he'd been to Iraq, and then he went to Kuwait. Of course, he always volunteers to go, and so he went over there, did a year in Iraq, and then 9 months or so in Kuwait before they sent him back, because he's in the Air National Guard, but he volunteered to go over there. But my one cousin, he's active Navy, and like I said, he's on his last little hitch in his last deployment and all that stuff. And he's like, yep. He says, once I get back, he goes, it's like smooth sailing. And he said, no pun intended. Smooth sailing. He said, no. So anyway, so what's in your glass, Joe? I've got scotch. Ben's got scotch.
I heard you guys
Bobby's
talking
drinking bubbly.
Heard you guys were talking about Michter's, so I thought I'd pour some Michter's.
Well, that's where I did my screw up on my battle with whiskey shits. I had Michter's picked, and I swore it was Michter's. I said, oh, it tastes like a Michter's toasted barrel. It was so good, and just that caramely toast. And then I made the mistake and went back.
Yeah,
a couple of times.
Like a s'mores.
Yep, and then it just changed, and I'm like, no, this is this, and I changed it. Son of a hog, it was a Michter's all along, and I knew it. But that's the problem. Stop going back and forth, because you pollute your palate with everything else when you're doing 5 and 6 different pours in front of you for this blind. It's like, yeah. Anyway, it's all right. It was fun, and I got to drink Shane's whiskey, and that's all that matters.
Yeah, this coming up Friday, I'll probably take it off. I probably won't go, and then the following Friday, I got a battle against Bubble Bath bourbon. So that'll be fun.
Right
Yeah,
on.
that will be. That will be a show for sure with Bubble Bath.
It'll be something.
Is it on yours or his?
Huh?
Is it on your channel
Yeah.
or his? Okay.
Yeah, mine. Yeah, we the thing where we trade samples type thing, which
Okay.
we still got to do at some point.
Yeah. Well, I didn't know if you were doing it on his or he was coming on yours. So
Yeah.
he's a character. You know, he makes me laugh sometimes. I mean, gosh, last year at the meetup
Yeah, pours in
in
the
his
park.
outfit. Oh my
Oh yeah,
God.
I saw it up front and personal right there. He had the cheeks out and everything. I'm not talking about the ones on his face.
It's like, okay, just stay right there. Arm's distance. Yeah. You're good. You're good. Exactly.
Nah, it was fun though. It was fun watching
first
him
pic-
walk around and everybody just in shock.
I bet they were. The first picture I saw of him, I think ADHD Whiskey is the one that took the picture. It was like, look
Yeah,
at this.
DC didn't have to edit that one.
No, there was no editing needed, period. That is for sure. None at all. Without a doubt.
Good night, Ben Demon.
Cheers, Ben.
Yeah, brother.
Just
Cheers.
thought that myself.
Cheers, man.
Always a pleasure to have the Canadians here.
Right on, man. That's the last foreigner in here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't he?
You never know who's lurking.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
That's true. Well,
I've
there's
been finding out more and more a surprising number of large channels lurk in my lives. I don't know why.
Well,
They're there.
you know, they got to see what the up and comings are like.
That's right.
I'm not up and coming anything.
You and Joe.
Apparently,
You and Joe are famous.
hey,
I'm notorious. I don't know if I'm famous.
It can be the same thing. It can be. They
exactly.
don't have to be mutually exclusive. They can be. It can be both.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. So I'll be.
So what do you think of that Edredor, Ben?
It's got a problem.
Yeah, I poured my Belvini a little on the heavy side.
I poured my Edredor a little on the heavy side, and it's got a problem.
Well, it happens. Oh my gosh, can you believe this? He must have had to get up to take a piss because I cannot believe Hangin' AZ is here.
Hanging. Is this the AA meeting? No, wrong room.
Yeah, exactly.
Depends on who you're watching.
Yeah, that's true.
Guys.
You know,
We always have
Bad
remember,
Axe is on the wagon tonight.
Hey,
I'm a
remember,
designated
AA
driver.
supporters.
that's just going to say you have to have a designated driver. So
That's
there
right.
you go.
I keep it on the rails.
That's right. Exactly right.
You got the big smile.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, crap. Well,
There
tomorrow's
we
gonna be
go.
another
Double
story.
bath bourbon on YouTube.
I'll have one of those in my hand tomorrow, though.
That's right. Well, today. Well, it is still no.
Well,
it's only 11 o'clock.
It's
It's only 11 o'clock for us.
Yes.
For me, Joe, and you. For Ben,
Yeah. Oh, Ben.
it's
shoot,
2 a.m.
It's almost Australia time for Ben. Shoot.
You're not wrong, and I got meetings in the morning too, but whatever.
Yeah.
It's been a long.
We're gonna just go a few
weekend.
more minutes. We'll go a few more minutes here.
Well,
Cheers,
the question
Ricky.
is, do I put anything else in the Glen, or do I just go with
Well,
what?
You might as well have a little
Cheers,
more in the
Isaiah.
Glen just to take with you when you head up to bed.
How hard do you want to sleep? That's the question.
Oh, he's going to sleep hard. Don't you worry.
Yeah.
Oh, look. JD's having a little tea this morning. It's 8 a.m. in Lithuania.
Whoa.
And like I said, the
lurkers.
the man who provided me this came from Lithuania. That's where this bottle came off the shelf. So, boom.
Nice.
It is. Was a very nice pour. Very nice.
I don't want to go to Irish. I have a lot of Irish around me, but I don't really want to go to Irish.
I have a crap load of scotch at my feet.
Yeah, I'm looking at my floor whiskey right now.
Floor whiskey.
Who doesn't have floor whiskey? I mean,
Dude,
come on.
oh yeah, right. But I do. I do actually.
Well,
That's
it's
like
because
below-
I pull it off the shelf.
Well, Anthony,
there.
did you see this that I picked up yet? I didn't open it yet. I'm not cracking it as last pour.
Oh, the scallywag? No.
Good night,
Let me-
Tater
let me-
Scallywag chocolate.
Scallywag.
48?
Yeah. It is
ABV? Wow.
matured in sweetly spiced sherry butts for smooth cocoa-rich character and oozing layers of aromatic dark chocolate.
Oozing.
So the way I ended up with this one is I was at Irene's, and I'm like, what do I need that's not one of your picks? And she's like, well, I got 2 of these, and I'm taking one home.
Oh,
So, yeah. Let's see what the color looks like on this one. It's actually not that dark. It's not light, but it's not dark.
it's not as dark as the Edgewater,
Wow. Yeah.
but it's pretty damn dark.
For sketch. Yeah.
No, Richie Z. I don't quite find that here, and I'm looking for it. But it's one of those things, once they hit the shelf, they're gone because people look for it. But it's not something I find regularly sitting around. Hey, Ben. Hangin wants to know, how many picks did you grab?
For myself, that trip, 3. How many do I own?
Cheers, Northwest. Thank you.
I don't know, 20.
Really? Total wine?
I'm gonna have to look because I know I didn't see it this week.
Calling it. Hey, Tater Dom is out. See you, Tater.
Cheers, Tater Dog.
It's somebody's dupe account.
So, what's Richie saying should be on most total wines?
The excuse me, the right here, the Tamdo Highland batch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sherry bomb, huh? Is that peaty? I don't know I don't know the regions of the peat and all that.
You know what? I know what I'm going to have as last pour. Not cherried. Even though we did our last pour already. But, you know.
You should, Hangin. You absolutely should. And I'm sure they don't sell Long Branch either. Uh-oh. Here we go.
What? Oh, yeah, dude. He's Richie. I forgot Richie's he's probably about 40 minutes away from me right now, if that. We live really close to each other. We just found out a couple weeks ago. Yeah, you got to get that 1917. Joe will confirm that.
I'm going to take this a little sideways for you, Anthony.
Oh, you know, it's funny. I've been looking at those. I have been looking at those.
So this is a French single malt,
Yes, it is.
but the original owner and still like head of it is a former ballerina who lives in New York City, and very classy. And they were recently acquired by Heaven Hill.
Really?
Yep. When they bought Widow Jane and other distilleries too, this was in the mix. Bren. This is their 10-year-old.
Huh. Well, it's not your first pour of that one.
No, sir. My first pour of this one was with the ballerina owner.
Do you see JD's question there?
How much was the Scallywag? Oh no, it was like 75 or 80. It wasn't cheap, but it wasn't off-putting either. So yeah. Look, it might have been $10 more than normal, but whatever. I would never have even known it existed. You know what I mean?
Well, that's true. Nothing wrong with that 4-bottle prescription bourbon.
So this is the 2008 vintage. So this is the. When did they release this one?
Oh,
I'm gonna
Richie.
say this is like the 2019 maybe or 2020.
Hey, Richie Z. Yeah, okay. You saw that in Roseville. If you're in Roseville, Rockland is right there. Rockland, Roseville, like next to each other. Go to Rockland Bottle Shop. They'll have it there for sure. Yeah. Tell them I sent you. Well, I know.
They'll be like, who? Just be like this.
Yeah, you're the guy that makes axe holes. That guy.
Mm-hmm.
That thing is getting out there.
It is. My wife says you gotta trim that thing. I said, why? Then it'll be shorter if I trim it.
Well, eventually you got to be able to wrap it around your ears, right?
Well, I'm trying to get a chin strap going. I'm trying to tie this thing or have a ponytail, but it'd be my mustache right in back of my neck here. Yeah, I'm sure Joe could do that with his beard. He'd just do this.
Tell Joe, no, not yet.
It's like, no.
Yeah, JD, and I don't know how many made it to the U.S. I don't think many of that chocolate edition. The way it was put to me is, I'm taking one home. I got two. Up to you if you want the other one.
Well, that answered your question, didn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Without a doubt. Without a doubt.
What makes it a chocolate edition?
It's just supposedly everything they put in it has like chocolate and cocoa notes.
Oh, okay. So it's not like a chocolate malt or anything.
No, it's all sherried. Actually, it says 100% sherry.
Mm.
No, I don't know.
Now I'm even more interested because I love this sherry on this Belvini.
It's a marriage of exclusively Speyside single casks, including those distilled at Macallan, Mortlock, and Glenrose, amongst others. We recommend pairing this 100% sherry cask matured scallywag expression with a generous chunk of luxurious dark chocolate. I mean, that might have to be a video. I'm just saying.
That sounds like it. God, the sherry is just really good on this. I mean, with the malt from the single malt Scotch on this 15-year Belvini, it's just like it's the malt with the sherry, but almost a little bit of like a burnt caramel or a caramel note. I love that about Scotch, particularly the sweet bread note on the single malt Scotch.
Scotch or Skitch?
Yeah, both.
Skitch.
Bobby, I sent you a couple links, by the way.
I saw the axe, dude. Yeah, I want one of those freaking wood-handled ones. That's what I want.
No, that's the place in China where apparently who manufactures it for U.S. tape, and I sent you their link also.
Oh.
So, like, you might be able to order 20 of them, and they'll actually manufacture it and ship it or something.
Oh, shit. I'm looking into that.
Mm-hmm.
I got to have, well, shoot, now I got to get one. I got to get one for Nancy Fraley now.
Good luck.
Yeah, I know, man. I could be on this.
You got to keep looking.
I know.
Mhm.
Hey, Bobby, you know my first squadron was 323.
Yes,
Were they
it is,
really?
Ricky.
Yeah.
You,
'Cause
you got those? You got those pictures I sent you?
Yeah, of the 35 and the F-18.
Yeah, I was going to ask you if you knew those squadrons.
That was my first squadron. That was actually going to be my last squadron because they had called me up when I was getting ready to retire, and they were like, "Hey, we need a gunny to go with us on this cruise. You want to go?" And I was like, well, I might be having back surgery pretty soon and everything. I said, well, let me see if I could put it off. And the doctors wouldn't let me do it, so I was like,
Hey, crap, dude.
But yeah, it was gonna be my first squadron and my last squadron, but that
That would
kind
have
of
been
fell
cool,
through.
man.
Yeah,
That would have been a cool thing.
yeah, it's funny that you send that picture. That's crazy.
Yeah,
Thanks for that.
those yeah, man. These they come in all the time, man. I shoot, I'll snap pictures and send them to you now, man. They come in all the time. The 35s and 18s. You got some, and we get a lot of Super Hornets too. Ospreys, you get a lot of Ospreys.
Well, I think where is 323 used to be out of Miramar, and then they moved the flag to Japan, I believe,
Did they?
or somewhere. Japan, I think Japan, because was it Japan? Damn.
It's what happens
But,
when we get older, Joe.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's been so long since
Yeah.
since I've been in. So it's what 6 years, 5 years, 6 years, something.
Time flies, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, it really does when you sit there and think about it.
Dude, I saw
Because-
that paint, dude. I saw that paint. That paint is just badass, dude. They're freaking the Corsair on the tail is I love that. That's one of my favorite planes, the Corsair. But then it says Death Rattlers on it on the tank side tank. I'm like, yeah, man.
Yeah, in the ready room, we used to have a rattlesnake in a glass case.
That's nice. Dude, that's fun stuff, man. Oh
Yeah, but it's been so long since I've seen one of those. And is that a live missile? Hold on.
No. I'm sure it's not.
Well, I don't see any blue on that, so it might be live. That's a live missile.
I mean, this would be the dude who would know.
Well, yeah. I mean, I know the blue.
Yeah, there's no blue bands on it, so
I don't see blue on there. You're right.
So that one's ready to party.
yeah.
Yeah, he's ready. He's
Hey,
ready.
you know what? Ever since 9/11, there's got to be a couple ready to go around.
Yeah.
And especially if this is in Japan, like I'm saying, is I think they moved their flag to Japan, so I don't recognize that base. So it might be.
Yeah, that's why I was sending it to you, see, because I didn't recognize it either.
So that might be Japan right there. So that plane is probably on the ready. It's probably an alert bird.
I wonder what they're doing over here, though.
It's ready to hurt some feelings.
Yeah.
So that where you said over here.
It's right outside my window.
This plane right here?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it took off.
Dude, but where you work is not a regular place.
No,
What are you
Hey.
doing up, Brian?
it had.
Here, Slouch out.
I have both. I have.
He's joining us for our nightcap.
We got a lot of military aircraft in, obviously. What's going on, brother?
There you go.
There you go.
Make
Some
it.
Baker 46.
Yeah.
You just
Cat
had
strength.
That thing banging away at your side.
Oh yeah. Got a kidney stone I'm fighting, so
Ooh.
the alcohol is numbing that pain.
Well, hey, this is the place for the nightcap. We're all on our nightcap before I close it down. I've got some here, and we'll go for a few more minutes. But anyway, while I'm thinking about it, I know I got it around. Is it in here? No, it's in the other room. That tamper's working great, Brian.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. Yep.
What are you tamping? What are you tamping?
Particularly for this one. Let me.
Wow.
Oh,
Because you could see how deep the bowl is.
oh yeah,
on it.
that's a.
So they call this a pub pipe. Anyway, it is perfect size. Perfect size. So put that back up on the stand there. There we go.
That's a 9X, Bobby. So it probably won't have the blue. So, but it doesn't have the yellow. So the yellow stripes, a yellow stripe and a brown stripe in the back would tell you that it's a buy. So I don't see that either. So I'm assuming it is probably an inert.
Because normally anything that comes in here is inert.
Yeah. So yeah, it's probably inert. Yeah.
But you're right. I didn't see the blue, so I'm like, as you said, I'm like, yeah, I don't see any blue. But normally it's either got blue or nothing around here.
Yeah, and they don't use Cadam 9s anymore. When I first started, that's what they used, and then they went to the A9X. So, well, Cadam for that's inert in itself, and not
it's almost like this guy knows a little bit about,
Yeah, it's like he's
about
ordnance
stuff that goes bad.
Yeah.
A funny story is when we were doing a thing in Nevada, right in Bourbon Neophyte's backyard, and I loaded. You got to do safer flights of the aircraft before they go out, and all of a sudden, I think I don't have it here. Right here. Let me. Damn, I don't have it, but it is here somewhere. I'll have to show it to you later, but you hook it up like normal so that the aircraft can read it and everything, even Cadams. And aircraft comes back after my safer flight, and it only comes back with the umbilical and not the rest of it. We're like,
oh, great.
Yeah, so I mean, Anthony probably could have landed in his backyard or something, but I guess he was probably pulling too many G's and it probably wasn't latched right somehow, which they came to me and they were like, we need to watch you do a safer load, do a safer flight, because we need to make sure that you know how to follow procedures. And I was a young corporal at the time, so I was like, okay. So I went, did everything, locked it in place, made sure everything was good. And they were like, and so they came back and they were just the wing pylon, they just said faulty pylon. And so we had to take it off and then put it to the side so that they can do all their see what could have happened for that thing to come off. But I got lucky. I thought I was going to get in a lot of trouble. And the umbilical for that, somebody was like, yeah, the pilot was like, yeah, I want to keep that. And I was like, okay, we'll save it for you, sir. And then he forgot about it and I kept it because that was the thing that almost got me fired. So
yeah.
There you go.
Firing in the military is a little different than just being fired.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. Everything you did wrong. I was so afraid to do shit wrong when I was in the military because it never is just like you had a bad day. Like, dude, all you could think of was, man, I'm gonna lose a stripe. I'm gonna do this. Be screwed. Yeah, it's man. I always went to the extreme on what would happen in my head.
Yeah, that was a scary one because I was like, oh man, even if because at first I didn't think about it. They were like, hey, we need to watch you do a load. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So they had QA and a bunch of different people out there, and I was again corporal, and they just had me go through all the steps, do the whole jet, do the whole, everything that I'm supposed to do on a safe flight and everything. And then they're like, all right, faulty gear.
Right. That's cute. Yeah.
Luckily, it's, Nevada's pretty big, and they're doing their combat, aerials, missions and stuff.
All the red flags.
Anything could happen depending on what type of G's they're pulling. So they just had to take that we had to take that it's called a Lao 7 pylon for the wing, and we had to take those off that went off because they considered it faulty. So, man, I wish I had that thing so you guys see what it looks like.
There's a lot of these guys will come up from Lemoore, and they'll just rest here. And there's an aggressor squadron that will come here, a private aggressor squadron that will come here, and they'll take off from here, go right over the water for 40 minutes, do their aerial operations, fly their swords, get their practice in. They'll come back and just sit.
Yeah. Man, we used to like our trips out there in Nevada. What is it, Fallon? I mean, that's probably far from
Top
you.
Gun. That's Top Gun now.
Yeah. Well, they moved Top Gun from Miramar to over there.
Naval Air Station.
Yeah. A lot of memories there. A lot of crazy memories, and just fun stuff.
Top Gun and Frey Ranch, right? That's Fallon.
Not far from it. Yeah.
Nothing else.
Not far from it. But yeah, a lot of people, when you tell them, we got a Navy base, Naval Air Station, and they're like, what? Yeah. Fallon, Nevada.
Yeah.
Yes, we do.
Top Gun.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Top Gun and Frey Ranch. That's Fallon. Nothing else.
The highway to the danger zone starts there in Fallon, Nevada.
Might be beach volleyball there too, prescription bourbon.
Well, yeah, there's plenty of beach. There's plenty of
Yes,
sand.
there is.
Anyway.
Is it really a beach without the water, or is it just sand?
You might have to drink the water. Well, guys, I have to hit it.
You getting a call?
Yeah, well, not yet, but I want to have a little bit of sleep before I do.
Well, we're going to just go a few more minutes. I'm going to
You've
end
been
the
saying we're
actual
just going to
thing,
go
but
a
we'll
few
chat
more
here
minutes for about
behind the scenes for a few more minutes.
Because I've been trying to hold on for the few more minutes, and it's been a solid hour, a few more minutes already.
That's true. But
Hey, don't you know, Ben, that whiskey tube, just a few more minutes, is like a wife saying,
I know.
I'll be ready.
I said that. I said that 30 minutes ago. But hold on right there, guys. Just want to say cheers to everybody in chat.
You don't got to shut it down.
Appreciate you all for being here, and look forward to seeing you all next week. Raise a glass. Cheers, everyone.
I wasn't saying you had to shut it down.